Hey everyone, Hiljin here, and in today's video, I will be sharing the 3 strategies you can use so that you can get your very first client as a real estate agent. So stay tuned. All right, so Hiljin here again. I am a real estate agent here in San Jose, California. I'm in my very third year, so I'm typically a brand new real estate agent. But what I want to do is actually share the tactics that I am using, that I'm learning from all my mentors and coaches, that I am going to be using today to reach my lofty goal of making $500,000 in GCI in 2023. So with that said, let's go ahead and get right into this video. All right, so when it comes to lead generation, a lot of people kind of shun on the whole idea of the old school tactics. A lot of these marketers are using different Facebook ads, Instagram ads, or whatever the case may be to suck people in to their services by putting shade on the whole idea of the old school tactics, such as cold calling and door knocking, so far and so forth. I'm here to tell you guys, still as a fairly new real estate agent, that you should not shun these tactics or these strategies. These are things that several multi-million dollar agents have used in their business. And now a lot of these agents are out vacationing, living lavish lives, living great lives because they decided to build their foundations, build their business based off these strategies. One of the biggest things that I've learned my second year as a real estate agent, when the market pretty much went crazy, or I'm sorry, when the market went bad, interest rates hit a premium. So, it wasn't as easy for me and my business to actually, close clients as it was my very first year when the market was super tough or was super crazy. And, interest rates were really low and everyone was out buying whatever they could get their hands on. And I will be 100% honest. I literally just sat back. I worked with Zillow Premier Agent. You do have to pay a monthly subscription fee to be able to use that and to partner with Zillow. But, the market was so tough. That was all that I had to do to generate leads, to generate high quality buyers, which then allowed me to earn $140,000 my very first year as a real estate agent. Right. And obviously that's great. It was good money. It was easy money, but that didn't teach me. It taught me bad habits, basically. It didn't allow me to build a foundation, a business that will be able to withstand the ebbs and flows of the market. And here I am now, my second year again, I didn't do as well. I didn't do well at all. I only made 40,000 in GCI my second year. And when going through that, being in the trenches and going through those tough times, I had to make a change. I had to pivot. I had to get myself in alignment with those successful real estate agents who've built businesses that have been able to withstand, the ebbs and flows and all the tough times that the real estate market comes with, and have been in the business for 20 plus years. And that's what I have committed to this year in 2023. And I want to share these tactics with you. So yes. And kind of to even go back with it, guys, is the thing that I learned the most when it comes to building a real estate business is real estate is a contact sport. You got to go out there, you got to create opportunity, you got to meet people, you got to do things, you have to take action. A lot of people, when I started my very first year, I did the exact opposite. I paid for leads and I sat back and waited and I got leads. But that model, that type of business, that type of marketing, that type of lead generation isn't going to allow you to gain freedom. It isn't going to allow you to build a withstanding business, as I said. Take my word for it, guys. Take these tactics, implement it into your business, allow this to be your roots, allow this to be your foundation. Okay. So number one, guys, best way to get your first client is open houses. Simple. Go to someone in your office or go to another real estate agent and see what listings that they have and ask them if you could host their open house. From there, what you're going to have are actually high quality buyers. for the most part, you're gonna get, maybe some neighbors who want to take a look at the house and see what it's like compared to their house. But for the most part, you're gonna get actual real buyers who are looking to purchase properties in that neighborhood. Now, sometimes these buyers will come unrepresented. They're not going to be working with an agent. So from there, that is your perfect opportunity to introduce yourself, make contact, and create business. Build that relationship, add that person to your database, and show them value. Show them that you would, love to be that person to represent them, to be able to help them make that big decision in their life to purchase a home for their family. Super simple, guys. Open house is number one. Strategy number two to get your very first real estate client: door knocking. And this kind of goes hand in hand with the open houses. A lot of the old school real estate agents, whenever they had open houses, what they would do is knock on hundreds of doors within the vicinity of that open house and let them know, hey, we have an open house, we'd love for you to be there. Give them a flyer, let them know that we have, snacks, drinks. Sometimes even you might even have an event going on, and just invite them to the open house. From there, you'll be able to meet the neighbors, get an idea of, where they're at in their lives, see if they have any kind of motivation to actually want to sell their property, and boom, add them to your database. Build that relationship, nurture that lead, nurture that contact, and potentially, if that open house sells for a premium price, you go in, give them a phone call, let them know, hey, that open house that you guys went to, it sold for 100K above ask, or whatever the case may be, and let them know, if you are planning to move, this would be a good time. This is a good comparable to your property. I would be happy to meet with you one-on-one and tell you more about it. That's kind of the beauty of door knocking when you're opening, or when you're actually hosting someone else's open house. Now, there's another way to door knock as well. You could typically just have a zip code or have a list of distressed properties, and literally just door knock every single person, introduce yourself, and share like a market report of what's going on in the neighborhood. That's a great old school tactic that a lot of people used. Great way to, build your business, build your database. The best part about it, it's free. All it takes is effort and time. All right, guys. Number three, the very last free actionable strategy, and this is cold calling. Cold calling, in my opinion, is my favorite. Well, it's my favorite way to be able to actually prospect. It's a method that I use Monday through Friday. I actually cold call at least 2 hours from Monday through Friday. And this is one of those non-negotiable things in my business and my calendar that I have committed to this year. Cold calling is the last one because it's probably the toughest one out of them all. I mean, all of them are kind of scary, but cold calling for sure is definitely the one that has everyone shaking in their boots, and it's for obvious reasons. Typically you don't want to have, you hate being cold called. I hate being cold called. So therefore, why would you want to be that person on the other line cold calling others? It just, it sucks. But these are one of those things that it's a mindset. Being able to cold call, you have to be in the right mindset. You have to know exactly why you're cold calling. You have to have some skill sets to be able to cold call as well. You can't just call somebody out of the blue and just out of the blue have a conversation with them. You actually have to lead them to a destination. And that's why cold calling is difficult, because typically new real estate agents do not have the skill sets to be able to make cold calls effectively. But when you do commit to developing the right skill sets, cold calling is probably one of the best. I mean, for me, it's definitely the best tool in my toolbox to be able to build business and to nurture relationships, and so far and so forth. So with that said, guys, these are the three free actionable ways you can use to go out and get your very first client as a real estate agent. Full disclosure, my first year, I didn't use any of these. Why? Because the market was so good. I literally just paid for leads and then I waited for them to come to me. But my biggest caveat, guys, is that is not the way to build a long-lasting real estate business. So if you are planning to stay in this business for 20 years down the road, down the line, and actually turn this into a career, implement these roots, implement these foundations, and I promise you, you'll be able to get there. With that said, guys, this is the video. I hope you got value on it. If you did, I would really appreciate a like. Hit that subscribe button because I plan to come out with videos at least once a week. So yeah, all right. Until the next video, peace.